Hello, 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 crime ring. Welcome on I don't even know what day it is, Thursday night, I think. Welcome everybody. I see you guys are all chit-chatting before I came in. So that's awesome. Um Tonight we're going to have a bunch of little chats I have got going on here. And I was going to do a video today. I've been actually working diligently all day on the video. I had some interesting things today, so there's lots to talk about. I feel like it's been forever, even though I'm in the trenches getting things done. I'm actually currently working on a Barry Morphew video. So I wanted to record it today. However, every time I go back to it, I'm ripping it apart, and I need a GIF or whatever where I'm going like this because I'm getting into it. Let's get into it. So welcome also to anybody who is new tonight. I know I had an email saying this is the first time that they are going to be able to check me out live. So this is really great. So welcome everybody. I miss you guys, even though it's only been a couple days. A couple of things that we're going to talk about. We'll talk about maybe a couple different cases. One being the Barry Morphew case. There's some more things happening in there. And like I said, I'm ripping apart one of the videos. I had some fun today. I actually talked to Tyson Draper on the phone, and which was really great. We've been emailing a little bit back and forth, and it's weird because I feel like I know him even though I don't know him. So we were chatting like we were old friends. So that was really, really cool. Oh, look at a lot of you guys. It's your first live stream, the members live stream. So welcome. I'm so excited to have you guys here. I just love my community. I love you guys. So yeah, so I got to talk to Tyson for quite some time. We hung out and chatted about the Barry Morphew case and a couple other things. So stay tuned for that video because I'm going to be doing the video. He graciously let me use his video that he did on Barry Morphew on the interview. He let me use that in clips for my upcoming video. So I'm very, very grateful, and it's just great. So, hey, you guys, all you guys are coming in. Woo! You guys are awesome. So, let me see. Did you guys all get the news about tomorrow night? Because it's very, very exciting. Very, very exciting. Oh, you guys are starting to talk about yes, he is a down-to-earth guy. He's really chill. Like he's a great, great guy. We had lots to talk about. No blank spaces. But I guess with me, I can always talk. There's probably not a lot of silence. So it was really good. Yes. Okay. So you guys have caught on. Yeah. Profiling Evil's coming, and I'm going to be announcing it in the main channel. You guys know about it first. So I haven't said anything yet in the main channel. They're going to go nuts over it, and we are really, really excited. This is going to be my first collab on my channel. I have never had, other than Mr. Linda, I have never had anybody on. So this is all kinds of fun. First time to have somebody on, first time collaborating. So this is going to be really, really great. And I really, really love their channel. I learned so much from them, and it's super cool. It's different, and we have their experience, and it's just really cool. So they're going to come on board, and they're so easy to talk to. And it's like, I don't know, just really, what's the word? Comfortable. It's just comfortable. So we're going to have a great chit chat tomorrow night, and I'm just so excited. I'm hoping though that I might be getting some help on it too. So we're going to see. Oh, they're live right now. Shoot. I got to start learning their schedule too. Stephanie says, I found Mike before he had his channel. Interesting. Where did you find him before he had his channel? Yes, I did see. We're going to talk about that a little bit. Nikki asks, did you see they are going to air a memorial for Gannon tomorrow morning? Yes, I did. And that's at 10 o'clock Mountain Standard. Now, I'm going to see if I'm allowed to broadcast it because perhaps I will broadcast it. I'm not sure if I'm allowed or not. So if I'm not allowed, then what I would do is I'll post my Barry Morphew video, and then tomorrow night we'll have the live stream, or we'll have the live stream tomorrow night and Barry Morphew will go on Saturday, and tomorrow would be Gannon if I'm allowed. So yes, he's our little buddy. So I'm going to see if I'm allowed to do that because I know sometimes you're not, and I don't want to get in trouble. Oh, Stephanie says, I was researching on profiling cases, and then you came across Mike. Yeah, really cool. Those guys are great. Okay, so yeah, so you guys do want to, so I'm going to try. And that one's from 10 a.m. to noon, I believe. That's the hours. So I will try and get that, and then I'll stream that. Yeah, Gannon, our little buddy. So if I can't, where do you see it? There's a Facebook, and right on the church, they're streaming it. So I could maybe what I'll do is I could put something in the community tab for you guys to see, but I am going to put profiling evil. I want to get that out tonight/tomorrow morning so people can really see that we're having them on tomorrow night, and we'll do that. So yeah, it's streaming on Facebook, and it's also on the, like I said, I believe on the church. Oh yeah. Okay. So Priscilla, yeah, I would like to honor that. I will not talk about that too long, but Priscilla says, can we have a moment for Shanann and the girls and Nico? Today is the 2-year anniversary. Absolutely. Horrific case. Never should have happened. Makes my blood boil. Still to this day. Still get people on my video. And I don't think they're ever going to be forgotten. So thank you for bringing that to my attention. I can't believe it's been 2 years. It's gone fast, but I'm sure for the family, it's pure hell every single day. I do wonder what he's doing today in jail, now that you mention it. A lot of people are saying, who cares? But I do wonder, just curious. Other than that, anyways, thank you for bringing that up. That's one case that rips me apart. And I still stand by what I saw. The video might not be the best, but I still stand by what I saw. Did you see, I think Tyson got Zulema's body cam footage? No, I haven't even checked that yet. Oh, that'd be interesting. Oh yes, if I do stream it, I will share the link, Diane. No problem. No problem. I will. I'm just going to have to wait to find out if I can or not. Okay, so I haven't, yeah, if he just posted something about it, I haven't seen it yet. Yeah, Susan says you should stand by it. I do. I still stand by it. Maybe not the best way I did it, but I still stand by what I saw. Oh, the snapping crayons emoji should be on there. It should be there. I gotta release some new emojis. I was looking at the holes in Lori's bucket, the Lori lies. I'm gonna probably launch that. I gotta remind myself too, actually, the Lori bucket. So with with let me write down Tyson's as well with Zulema. With the new guests coming tomorrow night, I am going to start having more guests on. I love this idea. I love the fact that we can actually work together. You'll hear me say this tonight, and I have been waiting for a long time. It feels like a long time for other channels like this to come along. Not that there hasn't in the past, but not many. And what I love is channels like Scott Reich, channels like Profiling Evil, even Tyson Draper goes out and he's in the trenches and he is so kind. We're all after the same thing, which is the truth and justice. And so I'm ecstatic to be able to bring these guys on tomorrow and hopefully have this like an ongoing series. So we'll have Profiling Evil on. Maybe they'll come back and we can chit chat about other cases or more developments. Maybe I can have, Scott Reich on, which I know we talked about before. So I'm really, really excited about that. One other thing though is, you guys are saying no crayons? What happened to my crayons? So weird. I'll check into that. So what I would like to do though is create more ideas around different segments. So we have my regular videos and deep dives, and then we're going to have some people on, like I said, but I'd like to do some other segments. So I am very open to whatever you guys can suggest and ideas. So yeah. Is a collab with Noor Jasmine a possibility? Anything's possible. She had some cool stuff. It's been a while since I've seen her stuff, just because of time. I mean, I barely have time to do my own videos, so I haven't seen a whole lot of other creators' videos, which is too bad because it'd be nice to be able to go and, dive in. So it's not off the table. So there could be Noor coming on. I would just really like to probably, what's the word? Catch up so I know, what they're doing and be able to have a conversation about it. Okay, I'll look into the crayons one. Yeah, Nora's great. I just haven't seen her in a while, so I should go and check out her stuff. It's just, how much time, person to go. And Stephanie Harlow. Stephanie Harlow, we had a great conversation on the phone a couple months ago about Letitia Stauch. So that would be a great one as well. So there's some really great things. And here's the thing, and I've said this before everybody started coming on scene. I said, with all we have to offer, because we're all unique, right? What I bring to the table may be different than what Profiling Evil brings to the table, which is different than what Tyson is, which is different than Noor, but we have a commonality. Imagine what we could accomplish if we do this together. And that's what makes me excited. It really does, because we're all different, Yeah, I know she's really, really thorough, so it's great. I'll have to start making sure I check every, once a week at least to check everybody out. I really would love to. It's just, man, the time for me is limited. And I'll find the crayons. You guys are so sad. Interview with Nick C's wife would be amazing. I actually talked to her on the phone before we did the before I did the video. I had a conversation with her on the phone and we chatted for quite some time. So I could get her on as well. I know she would, I'm sure. Yeah, it's great, right? That's cool, right? Every one of y'all are completely different. It's pretty awesome for viewers. Yes, because it's like going to the movies. One night you want to see, an action thriller, and the next one you want to see a comedy, and the next one you want to. It's just everybody's unique, and we bring something different to the table. That's what makes it cool. I like going and checking out others as well when I have the time. I think that's cool. And it's so neat to see, like, oh, wow, Profiling Evil was talking about this. And oh, wow, Tyson's in the trenches and he's interviewing people. And I don't know, I find that really cool. I think that's not a bad thing. Some people get, man, when I first came on scene, it was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. The genre was took some time getting used to. It was scary. It was scary. So this is just, it warms my heart. High vibing people, of course, like you, and those kinds of things. So it's really cool. I dug up so much info on Nick's partner, and PE suggested I turn it into the Gilbert PD. So I could. That's great that you did. That's great. That's important. So that's great. Great minds think alike, yet extraordinary ones are like you, and others think outside of the box. Portals. Yeah. Think outside of the portals. I am at 108. I am. I gotta change it again. You guys get to see me change it all the time on here. You guys, my board is wrong. Okay. I won't put it upside down though. One time I did, and I had no idea, and somebody pointed it out. So what do you guys think? If you guys, mostly collabs, and then maybe the cold cases. I have a couple tricks up my sleeve that I might want to bring to the table. I don't know if it's going to be receptive or not, but we can find out. It's hard to balance. Here we go. There, now you can see that in tomorrow's video, except for maybe not so crooked. That's going to drive some of you nuts, I know. Nick is Nick Cordova. I did a video on him not long ago, a couple weeks ago. He's a dad and a husband, and he owned a HVAC company, and he was killed on May 27th at his place of business. And there's a lot of questions surrounding it. And his little kids were on FaceTime with him when this happened. They didn't see anything, but they were on. Okay. Cold case Kipling Davis. That one's related to Chad, right? Well, we think. Well, people connect that. I should say that. And is it Leela or Layla Cavett? How do I know that name? Remind me. Somebody might have mentioned it, but I'm behind. Was Nick's partner cleared? Not that I know of. Kathy says, love to see cold cases revived. I have been working on the Ray Rivera case that was on Unsolved Mysteries. I took a crack at decoding the long note, and I'm almost there. And so it's fascinating to me. And I'm going to take a crack at it. Oh, right. Yes. Okay. That was the 2-year-old that was found in a different city, right? And they found in Florida, and he has the curly hair. Is that the one? Yeah, he was right. He was found in a diaper or something, right? Okay, yeah. I do know that. That's with the toddler. I have to catch up. Shelby, you still have a month to go, girl. When? Actually, I saw a picture of you. You're super cute. Super cute pregnant. Super, super cute. Um, okay, Cheryl, I'm not too sure what you're saying here. I don't think the guy whose picture we have right after Nick was killed is the guy who killed him. Ah, I got what you're saying. Yes, Susie says, okay, this Delphi, this is bothering me too. Somebody else said in here that was bothering you. Me too. Me too. Delphi murders happened about 35 miles from where I live. Can't believe they haven't solved it. Delphi is a small rural community. I know. It's really weird. One of the things somebody mentioned today that I saw in the comments was about the DNA genealogy. I would love to do something like that. When I was on Profiling Evil, he was talking about a Valentine's Day case. I'm not sure if they posted it or not. And they were talking about DNA. And then you could see me at the end go, because I love, 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 love genealogy. And I've been doing it for the last 3 years, 2 or 3 years. And when I learned about CC Moore doing it to help crime and solve unsolved crimes, I just immediately went, oh my gosh, I would love that, because I love genealogy and because of this, I love true crime and putting it together. Oh, so when they talked about this Delphi, I thought, oh, I'd be all over that. I would help, whatever you want. Let me help you figure it out. Oh yeah. Miss Chris says, love genealogy detective. I could get into doing that too. Oh, I would love it. Oh, you guys, just some, for those of you who came in, we were just chatting about I guess just some touching on some points about profiling evil coming tomorrow night. I talked to Dyson Draper on the phone today. There's a Barry Morphew video coming out from me, and that's pretty much where we're at right now. And then any suggestions of some other videos that I need to do, because I know I have to branch out to more than Lori Vallow Daybell, but you guys are awesome. Okay. Beach lover, have fun. The Barry video, are you asking Barry when? When's the Barry video? Is that what you're saying? So I was supposed to record it today, but I kept reviewing the video and finding more things. So I'm going to try and record it tonight / in early morning, like 6 a.m., record it so that I have time to edit it. Then I possibly will do the Gannon Stoke Memorial tomorrow if I'm allowed to stream it. Then I'll stream that. And then tomorrow night, Profiling Evil will be on. So potentially you might even get this on Saturday for Barry. And I wish there were more of me. I really do, because I would love to just, my dream is to just record. You know, just record and then not have to do all the other stuff that takes so long. And research, of course. I have to research, but it's so cool that PE is coming on. The other thing is Tyler, who is the producer of Profiling Evil, may be helping me out as well. So even for tomorrow night, and then we might have a little conversation where he might be able to help me. I need 8 of me. The memorial tomorrow is at 10 a.m. Yeah, 10 a.m. So we could do the memorial. I would really like to have the memorial available if I'm allowed. What else? And also, if you have any ideas, how I can improve the membership as well, I'm open to that. So what I'm trying to do right now is get more help on the front end. So help with streamlining my process so it's faster. I already have a girl helping me with finding some links, and that's helpful. But I mean, it's going to take a couple of weeks to get used to that. And then my research is my research. Sometimes it takes me a long time having to piece these timelines together and then record. And then I'm going to have possibly, if I can utilize some help on the other end, then maybe that will break things down. So I have more concentration with the membership and then also have a little bit of a life because that's important. Oh, look at that. We got the blue hearts for Gannon. So yeah, so that's pretty much where we're going. Now let's chit chat about some cases. Who do you want to talk about first? Is there a link we can share to friends to your site? For tomorrow night, you mean, or? I'm reading, so sorry if I'm quiet for a sec. Barry, okay, we're gonna talk about Barry first. Okay, so okay, I sent you an email the other day. It does have to do with the Daybell case. I found it so creepy and eerie. I could put a screenshot. Okay, no, that's great. Let me, I'll take a look at it. I am behind. I'm always behind on my emails. And last week I ended up having a 2-day migraine. Still was able to pump out some videos. And then I had to go and see my parents because they're not doing well. So that was another 2 days. So last week was crazy. Oh, I see. For my membership, for join thing, is that what you're asking? If it is, yeah, there's I'll show you. Hang on. If people want it, like if your friends wanted to look at it, it looks like that, and then there should be a video for you showing. Yeah, some people don't have the join button, so that's why we also do the join, and then in the description below underneath my videos, I have the join button. All right, so let's talk about Barry. Since today was pretty much what I was diving into. And then we'll talk about Lori. We could talk about these other ones. You guys are so sweet. Let's talk about Barry because there's some developments. Why are the Morphews so quiet? I don't know. Maybe they know some characteristics. This is me just guessing. Maybe they know some characteristics of Barry that aren't so great. And maybe they don't want to say anything just in case, either way. Yes, Tyson did record Barry unknowingly. Okay, you guys have questions. Great. My thoughts on Barry, you're going to see. You're going to see in this video. I'm not ruthless in it, but I am going to point out what I see. That's normally how I operate, as you know. And I think he's in trouble. I think he's in trouble. Andy, have you seen my previous videos on Barry? I did one on, well, I did a couple. I didn't do too many in that case, but I did one where I looked at his plea video. But now I'm going to do Tyson's video. And there's some discrepancies. And I'm going to point it out like I usually do. And on Profiling Evil, the family contacted Profiling Evil. And they talked a lot about what they know. And yeah, this is a good point Jessica makes. I think Barry knew there was a chance he was being recorded, though. I think he did too. I think so. I mean, he could have, right? If he's probably wondering, oh, is this guy recording me? Is he still recording me? You know. The daughters are in their teens, and I'm not sure if the oldest one has passed that yet. There's just a few things. Now that I've dug into his video today, there's a few concerning things. And at the same time, if there isn't, then great. Then he's not, he hasn't done anything. But there are some concerning things. And everybody deals with it differently. We don't know how we would do something if it happened to us until it happens, right? But there are a few things that are really, really odd. Yeah, I agree. The girls, I'm not touching the girls at all, like on that subject. I mean, there's lots of reasons why they don't need to talk and shouldn't, like they're young and they could be freaked out and all kinds of things. There's a laundry list of things, right? So I don't bring them into the mix. Exactly. I love that statement too, Christy. So love that. Remember, they haven't left the house. That is such a profound statement. Absolutely. Absolutely. And don't forget, if we look at it, they searched the house twice, not once, but twice. And the first time was for 11 days. And then they came back to the house and they also looked at his construction site. So if they're following the evidence, which they are, right? Where is it taking me next? Where is it taking me next? Where's it taking me next? So I know I want to tell you guys, but I can't yet. I can't. Plus, they have to look at him. He's the last one that saw her, right? And he said he saw her at 5 a.m. So this is interesting because I think this can go two ways. Patty and Pink says his gym workout bugs me, just saying. This to me goes two ways, and I'll tell you why. I work out. And when I don't work out, I need to work out because not just physically, but it's a mental thing. You feel so much better. You may, go there you get a high when you go to the gym, right? You get that endorphin rush too, and you feel better, just less stress. So some people will go to the gym just to feel less stressed. Some people go to the gym because they want to look better. Like there's different reasons. And sometimes they take out their frustration on the weights. So him going to work out, it could be either or. So I agree with you in some points, and some points it's like, but I understand. I understand why he would want to. In either way, whether he's innocent or whether he's not, I could see that. Where is that? I'm going to put that up. I'm going to put up there. Okay, so Karen says, I just found Dave Cawley in his search for truth on the Susan Powell case. Cool. So fascinating, disturbing. I'll write that down. Dave. It told me that he had no issues with toting the bike down the hill. One thing I will say is there's one point in the video where Tyson Draper says, hey man, and he starts talking about, of course, Colorado has a bunch of people like Patrick Frazee, Chris Watts, Scott Peterson. And Barry says, I understand. And this switches the subject right away. So anyways, and he starts talking to him about something else, right? Let me see where it is. It's at the end. I'll give you this little info snack. Oh yeah. Tyson talks about the guys in Colorado. And he switches the subject and says, but you just came to help? And asked him the question, and he changed the subject. I got a lot of info snacks in that 9-minute video, like more than I thought I would. So Saturday night, let's talk about the timeline, because we could talk about this. Saturday night, she's texting a girlfriend, right? They're chit-chatting, close friend, about the girlfriend's son's wedding. Then silence. Now, you guys got to remind me, was it texting from the afternoon into the evening, back and forth? Or was it just the evening? Side note, Marsha, I agree. I don't think they actually followed her case. Maybe they'll dive into it, because I would love to talk to them about that. Miss Chris is in Colorado. Yeah. I just found it interesting. Also what they did, so he talks about the guys, Chris Watts, Patrick Frazee, Scott Peterson. Barry changes the subject, and then not far into that, he starts talking about his alibi. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. I wrote that down. You're right. Patty in Pink says, oh yeah, I forgot to say on that video, Barry states we had 2 daughters. The use of had versus have. You're right. I have that written down. Good eye. You guys are so smart. Okay, afternoon and into early evening and then nada. Okay, yeah. You're right, Susan. Peterson is in California. You're right. I should know that because I watched that thing faithfully. But I think he was just referring to, there's a lot, well, maybe he got them mixed up too. I don't know. You're right. There could be 2 ways. And Peter Hyatt I would love to hear that as well. There's a lot I pulled from this. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong, but there's a lot I pulled. there's some discrepancies, even just in that 9 minutes. So that'll be interesting. I think that'll be an interesting video, in my opinion. And we could just talk about what I see. There is something that I am going to show you that may or may not be similar to Letitia. That's all I'm going to say. What do I think the cops have in this case? I think they have a whole lot of information at that house. Maybe not all the information, but I think they have enough. They just now gotta, I don't know, put the dots. Christina, so thank you. That's the weird thing, Summer. Something that just nags at me, she says, is the neighbor. How close were her and Barry Suzanne to notice the bike gone? Well, the question is, so, okay, we talked about Saturday, they're texting, and then silence. Sunday morning, Barry says at 5 a.m. he woke up and went to Denver, right? There's a problem. He says in Tyson's video that he woke up, asked Suzanne if she'd be okay if he goes to Denver for the day. On Profiling Evil, the family said Barry told them that she was sleeping, he didn't talk to her, and he left. So who talked about, where did it originate that this bike, and I've said this before, where did the bike come in? Right? You guys are all thinking the same thing, right? Right, where the heck? Did Barry tell the neighbor to check for a bike? I think so. I think so. But I don't know. And I can't remember. I think he said something in here, but I can't even tell you how many times I watched this video today, and I still gotta go over it. Yeah, his GPS showed he lied. Where did you see that? Because I can't remember now who had that about the GPS. Was that Lauren Scharf? Yeah, I would like to know that too. What was Barry doing on Saturday? I've asked that. I was hoping to get an answer. We don't know. Barry mentioned the bike to the neighbor. So he gets up at 5. We're not sure if he talked to Suzanne or not because there's two different stories. He goes to Denver. The daughters message Suzanne and say, there's noises. The daughters message Suzanne and say Happy Mother's Day. From what Barry says, Suzanne doesn't get the message or doesn't respond back. Then they message the dad saying, hey, mom's not answering. And Barry phones the neighbor. The neighbor goes to check on Suzanne. Here's a question. It was mentioned there's 2 cars in the house. Question for you. Whose 2 cars were they? Is he the one who said every Sunday? No, that was the fire chief, Bertram. He said that every Sunday she would ride her bike before church. So we don't know if that's true or not, but that's what it was. So Okay, Stephanie says, I thought the girls texted Barry and then Barry called the neighbors or texted to see if Suzanne's bike there. Yeah, what my understanding is the girls messaged Suzanne first, didn't get a response, then she messaged Barry, or they messaged Barry. Barry phoned the neighbor, and then the neighbor went to go see if, I don't know if it was the bike was there, but I want to know where these two vehicles, whose was it? Yes, daughters were on a camping trip in Idaho, is my understanding. So I want to know what two vehicles. And so then we have a phone call go in at 5:46 p.m. Yeah, who's the two cars, right? I don't know. That's what Profiling Evil said was two cars. So I'd like to know who the two cars is and where the heck did the bike come in? So 5:46 p.m., we have a phone call to the authorities. Thanks, Melido. Exactly. Rebecca, interesting. Did the fire chief get that information from Barry? Right. Conveniently, she goes every Sunday morning, and maybe she does. Maybe she does go for a bike ride every Sunday morning before church. Didn't neighbors say she heard construction during the night? Yes. The latest news, I guess I shouldn't say the latest, but almost the latest news was there was construction at nighttime. She heard the equipment running beside the house that was under construction. Now, not families' cars. Okay. So I'm laughing because the older I start to get, those like 70's not that old. Oh, so funny. The call goes in to the authorities at 5:46 p.m. I don't know who called. Was it the neighbor that called? Did the neighbor call in that she was missing, or was it Barry, or who was it that called? Was it the daughters? Yes, we're talking about Suzanne Morphew. Oh, this is it. Barry arranged the camping trip? I would hope not, but if that's the truth. So it's all good. We're all laughing at it. Okay, so call goes in 5:46. Now all of a sudden, Barry's nephew says they found the bike Sunday night. Oh. Who's they? Right. Just trying to narrow down how bicycle was introduced to law enforcement. Yeah, how? What time did Barry tell Tyson he got back home Sunday? He said he got home at 9 p.m. So that would put it around. That's interesting. Because, and I love that you said this, because it's only, is it 2 hours? Let me just check. 2 and something. Denver It's 2 hours and 36 minutes from Denver to Salida. He says he got in at 9. And it's 2 hours and so 2.5 hours. So that would be 6:30, right? And the call went in. So what was he doing for 45 minutes before he got in the truck and came back home? If the call went in at 5:46, right? Grabbing some food. Here comes my sarcasm. Wait a minute. Yeah, Susan says, my husband said, okay, so why didn't he not leave immediately? There we go. I'm adding this to the video. Because he said he was home by 9. If the call goes in by 5:46, surely he would know about it. So why is it taking you? What'd you do for 45 minutes? He probably stopped and had some food. Alex stopped by. He had some food at the taco place. And the Frostproof guys, they were pretty hungry and went to McDonald's. So what you doing at 5:46? You should have been home. Let's see, 5:46, 6, 7:46. You should have been home at 8:15. Why'd you get home at 9? I don't know about you, and that's probably doing the speed limit, right? Not that you should speed, but summer, yeah. Oh, yeah, we can't forget the car washes too, because that's important too. Had to take his rental back and pick up his own at the airport. Funny, not funny. You guys are great. Oh, look at this. Andy actually drove to Denver to Salida this week. It was 2 hours with COVID traffic. So, and it would have still been COVID at that time. So it was only 2 hours. Mine says 2 hours and 36 minutes. Maybe because of the time of night. So, what are you doing? Call goes in. Oh my gosh, we can't find my wife. Whew, got a hankering for a Big Mac. Maybe I should go through the drive-thru. Nah, I'll just have a seat. I'm just gonna sit in. This will take some time. This is a red flag. This is a red flag, friends. Red flag. What you doing? Oh, I was cleaning up all my equipment. Really? Hey, guys, you know what? My wife is missing. Can you clean that up for me? Yeah, problem solved. So there's a problem. When did girls first notify? I think it was in the morning. She couldn't get a hold of her and then they called. Oh, Chick-fil-A is closed on a Sunday. I know Americans love Chick-fil-A. We don't have that up. I don't think we have that in Canada. We certainly don't have it where I am. So this is interesting. At this point, Suzanne just needs to be found. Okay, yes, this is a good point. Profiling Evil said how important Mother's Day was because when she was young and had cancer, she was told she couldn't have children. Yes, my understanding is she had cancer twice. Once when she was a teenager and she beat it, and then again, she got it again 20 years later. And my understanding, she had chemo. From what Tyson told me today, things were going good. She was in, she had her last treatment, like things were good, and she was looking forward to life. And so Mother's Day was very important because she was told she couldn't have children. So that day would be really, really important for her. And I don't know. I don't know. Who leaves their mom on Mother's Day? Andy says, I say big medical bills equals motive. Christina says, I love you were talking to Tyson. Yeah, we had a chit chat today. It was great. It was really great. We'll have Tyson on too, I'm sure. I'm sure he'll come on. Oh, Andy, I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. And it's expensive. I have heard about how expensive it is in the States for treatments, for all kinds of things. I had a family member in the States have a procedure done, and it was like a I wouldn't say minor, but it wasn't major, and it was crazy expensive. So I don't know how that all works down there, but that's good that you're fine. Good. I'm really, really good. I'm glad for that. Thank you for letting me know that because it makes me worry. Marcia says Tyson and Chick-fil-A. Yeah, Christina says, I don't know how you follow so many cases. I struggle keeping up with this is why I'm getting gray hairs. That's where they're all from. I don't know how to keep up. And I don't know. I haven't figured out the solution. If you guys know a solution, let me know. So this is where I'm at right now with Barry, is this video. And I am going to pump it out. Now, last week was his anniversary. It was his 26th anniversary. And I wonder how he felt about that. I wonder what he did that day. So we have all kinds of things. Oh, CJ is Canadian. I'm Canadian, but live in Arizona. Medical here is absolutely crazy. I miss Canada medical. Yeah, I mean, medical's pretty good here. Except for my mole. Well, no, I had coverage on my molars for my dentist. Is it the same for you guys down there too with dental? Is it the same like crazy with medical? Melanie says, did you see Annie Cushing has a channel? She's talking about Lori in the case. I heard that Annie now has a channel, but I have known for months about her timeline because I use it, and her database. So I haven't checked out her channel, and I should do that as well. I got to remind myself on that. And so that's that for Barry. So stay tuned for that video. Let me know what you guys think when I put it out. There's a lot of little info snacks in there, and maybe I'm right, maybe I'm not, but just what I see. So it's truthful because I see what I see. So we don't know if it actually is, but that's the truth I see. Why do you think they didn't wait 24, 48 hours? It's protocol. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know. I wonder what the phone call was like. And maybe because it's a small town, they were able to call in and, because it is a very small town. It's very, very tiny. And a lot of people would know a lot of people. Dental insurance. Yeah, my molars that I had, remember I had my molars pulled, my wisdom molars. The two it would have cost me, I think it was $1,500 or $1,800. I can't remember now. It was like 15 or 1,800. And I ended up only having to pay 400. So, but most of it was, I think it was $1,200 just for the anesthesia, even though I asked not to be put out. And next thing you know, they're like, Linda, you're all done. What? Okay, you don't have to wait a certain amount of time if you insist they have to make a missing persons report. Okay. There you go. Okay, so you can do it right away. So now that we have the radio silence that happened Saturday night, what you doing, Barry? What you doing on Saturday night? Where were ya? Right? Oh, you left at 5 a.m. Did the guys know at 5 a.m. that they were to meet you? Or did you make that up Sunday morning? Yes. Andrea says, weird how Barry talks about the reward in the Tyson video, but the police didn't put the reward on the poster. Very true. Barry also made that plea video and talked about a reward. Whatever, however much you want, no questions asked, right? And law enforcement didn't. Yeah, Jill says, if they don't find a body, hard to prove murder unless they can show loss of blood that someone couldn't survive. Kind of saw that in Gannon's stealth, although they did eventually find him. But there's something in the house that they found. They were there for 11 days and they came back. So there's a reason why they're looking. There's a reason why they're looking. Well, they would look at home anyways, right? They would. But there's a reason. $210,000, he said on the video. And he said he put in 100. Elsie Doodle says she's in the middle of a thunderstorm. She loves it. But would they look twice? They needed to go back probably because they have more information. Why go back if they think it's not a lead, right? 220. He said 210, but maybe that was there an extra 10 put in after? He was talking to Chad. Well, I think it's not looking good for Barry. Let's just put it that way. And I can't say it any other way. I mean, now I'm seeing, today was eye-opening. And I've been wanting to do this video for a long time. But you know what's interesting? After I did that Barry video of his plea video, I got a lot of hate on that video. But I rewatched it today, and it was so funny because it's so tame. My video, I rewatched, and I was like, oh, I don't know why people got so mad. It wasn't that bad. But people are like, you're saying he's guilty, he's not guilty. And then I'm going, you know what? not once did I say he was guilty. Not once. I just said what I saw, and I didn't call him guilty. The only thing I said at the very end of his plea video was, ooh, that doesn't look good, that last line, oh dear. That's all I said. So when I went and watched it and rewatched it, I was like, wow, I sure got a lot of hate for this video. I don't even know why. It was so tame. So, knowing that I saw that now, I don't know why I backed off, but I did back off because I think maybe I heard so much crap on the CW video that I didn't want to deal with it again. I just didn't. And so I backed off. And then also, I will say, we didn't get very much information after that. So there's no real video to do because there was no official news, right? Cherish says, what I'm curious about is that if Barry ends up being the suspect, does he still have to pay $100,000 to whoever solves the crime or finds your body? Oh, you know what? That's a really good question. I don't know. I would guess no, but that's just me totally guessing out of the dark. I have no idea. That would be a really good question for let me just take a screenshot of this. For what do you call it? Profiling Evil tomorrow. Do you guys know the answer to that? But also back to that video, what I do find, and I'm learning, there I captured it. What I'm learning is that when I'm onto something, I rock the boat a little bit. Even though it's tame, I rock the boat. So I know I'm onto something. People get a little bit riled up. But really, it was super tame. It was not like, there's nothing in there. So people are certainly mad. I wonder if they go back and see it, if they would actually say the same thing, or if they'll be like, oh, man, sorry, Linda. Sorry for accusing you. Sorry for calling you mean names. He would probably file the bankruptcy if he had to pay the reward. The truth does hurt. The truth does hurt. Well, I think this is gonna shake things up a bit. One of the things is it was his anniversary last week, and maybe he's relieved that it's passed. Oh, Christina. I got so much hate. I still get hate in that video. The video, okay, let me find it for you. It's the Barry Morphew video. Let me see, Barry. And I have it as Oh Barry. Actually, I could play. Do you guys want me to play some of it? Do you want me to play the clip? I rock the boat because you have that Spidey sense, yeah. I got into it. Yeah, it's the pattern video. I don't have to play all of it. Do you want me to play you the little? Let's just play the little bit. Oh, not the yeah, it should be the pattern. Let me scroll here. And it was even towards the end, but people were so angry. Okay. Let me just make sure you do whatever. Might not be that one. Yeah, it should be the pattern video. Please hold.
Firefighters have seen Barry at the friend's home since the investigation. The authorities, a ton of people would agree. Our girls need you.
Oh, here we go.
To me. About his actions. He waited a week to do it. I did mention in my last video.
Sorry, I just laughed because I'm like, and he waited a week. Okay. Okay, I'm going to try and share this. Let's see. Share screen. Barry Morphew. Okay, there we go. I just gotta make sure you guys see it. Okay, you can see it, right? Okay, let's hit play.
That it's very different in the format than what we're used to seeing. We're used to seeing interviews with reporters and a back and forth, like in the recent news with Gannon Stauch, Heidi Broussard, etc. Now, this one is more controlled, right? He gets to control what he says, whether it's for the right reasons or the wrong reasons. He's in control. He also has all the time in the world to record something. He chooses 25 seconds. And he waited a week.
I laugh at my own stuff sometimes because I forget about what I say. But I'm like, he has all the time in the world, but yet he chooses 25 seconds. And a week later. Okay, we'll continue.
To do it. Now, he wouldn't need to ramble on and do a 20-minute video, but I just wonder why only 25 seconds if he is in control. And I also mentioned in my last video how this almost looked like it would have been part of a movie, meaning that the type of video that it was. How does he know that she's been kidnapped? And how does he know that's going to take money to get her back? If he knew that she was kidnapped, then I could understand the money. But does he know that she was kidnapped? Who told him that? Or is that his guesstimation? What evidence does he have? And why aren't the authorities involved in this plea video? Interesting, right? Let's talk about his actions. He shakes his head no throughout this whole video. And a ton of people have commented on this. Even if you mute this clip and just watch it silently, he shakes his head no. What doesn't he want? Now, I would agree in mid-clip when he was saying, no matter how much it's going to cost, I could see him shaking his head, but he did it throughout the whole thing. And I know a ton of people would agree, but the rest of the video, not so much. Also, he starts the video with, "Oh, Suzanne," and then immediately talks about the kidnappers who have her. I do find that a little bit strange. The wording of "Oh, Suzanne," maybe, maybe not. But why not, "Oh, Suzanne, I love you so much." Now, to anybody who has her, it was just, "Oh, Suzanne," to the kidnappers. So he doesn't have to do it in 25 seconds, right? Just my observation and my opinion.
And just side note, 25 years, okay? And he chooses 25 seconds. Is it 1 second for every year he was with her? Like, seriously. Anyway, we'll continue on.
But that's not the biggest thing that stuck out to me. Here's some of the things that did. He said, "Your girls need you." And the full line is, "We love you, we miss you, your girls need you." So aren't they your daughters too? And don't you want her back? He says, "We love you, we miss you," which is collective statement, right? "We love you, we miss you." Then he says, "Your girls need you." Why not "Our girls need you"?
We love you, we miss you, your girls need you.
And next, here's the pattern. And you guys know I find the patterns. Let's talk about his blinking. He single blinks when he talks about the kidnappers, but he double blinks when he talks about loving Suzanne and wanting her back. Let's start from the beginning and I'll show you. Let's start with the single blink.
Oh, Suzanne, if anyone is out there that can hear this, that has you, please do whatever it takes to bring you back.
So he says, oh, Suzanne, if anyone is out there and can hear this, that has you. He pauses, then he says, please, we'll do whatever it takes to bring you back. Single blinking. Now here's the double.
Okay, wait, time out because I'm reading your stuff too. Good thing they were married so long so we could have had a 2-second video. Is he offering the reward to the mountain lion or the kidnapper? You guys are so great. Okay. Okay, we continue on. That was the single blink. Remember, single blink when he talks about the kidnapper. Now we're talking about the double blink. Let's go.
Blink.
We love you, we miss you, your girls need you.
He double blinks when he says, we love you, we miss you, your girls need you. Now the single blink.
No questions asked, however much they want.
He says, no questions asked, however much they want. Very solid single blinking. Here's the double blink.
I will do whatever it takes to get you back. Honey, I love you. I want you back so bad.
He says, I will do whatever it takes to get you back. Honey, I love you. I want you back so bad.
Liar.
Now I'm going to show you the full clip so you can watch it.
Okay, watch
in
this, you
full
guys.
With the single
watch
and the double,
this.
and it'll really show
Watch
you
the single and
what's
double
going
in
on.
one full thing.
Oh,
Watch.
Suzanne, if anyone is out there that can hear this, that has you, please do whatever it takes to bring you back. We love you, we miss you, your girls need you. No questions asked, however much they want. I will do whatever it takes to get you back. Honey, I love you. I want you back so bad.
So now,
Liar.
in my opinion, the most important thing out of the whole 25-second clip to me is 6 words. I want you back so bad.
Watch this.
And he says in that full sentence, honey, I love you. I want you back so bad. The double blinking. When he says it, you see the double blink, but you also see him go more quiet on those last 6 words. Honey, I love you. I want you back so bad. You might as well whisper it or, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like a throwaway line. Honey, I love you. I want you back so bad. Like, I was like, I'm sorry. You have to like cuff it out of his head. It just gets really quiet. That to me I was done. After I saw that last little line, I thought, oh dear.
Honey, I love you. I want you back so bad.
So I want you back so bad. No, you don't. There's the lie. Uh-oh.
Okay, you see? Look, I did not say he was guilty. I just went, no, you don't. Uh-oh. And people are like, I'm unsubscribing from you. I can't handle this. You're making this guy to be so guilty when he's innocent. La 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 la. And I'm like, well, we'll see when you come back. Right? Like, this is hilarious. Okay, so hang on, I'll keep going.
Now back to, I will do whatever it takes to get you back. You'll do whatever it takes. Does that include saying it's just too soon on the first week to do an interview? Too soon for what? And I hate to say this, but it seems now to me, you'll do whatever it takes to make sure the truth doesn't get out. It's starting to look like that, Barry. Because you make sure you offer a reward of 100,000. And yes, I do know it's at 200,000, but Barry put in 100,000. You make sure you do whatever it takes by controlling your own video and making it as short as possible. So that's 25 seconds long to get your wife of 30 plus years back. And after reviewing this and going a little deeper, to me, it looks like you're making sure that you're not making the mistake of what the others did when they were interviewed, where they couldn't control the situation, but here you can. I would think differently if the cops were actually and the authorities were actually on board with his video and they helped him make it, but I don't think that's the case. And I'm pretty sure that's not the case. And I do wonder who recorded that video for
Yes.
you and how many takes
How many
it
takes?
actually took to get that one. Also, do whatever it takes by diverting the attention to find a kidnapper. He made sure right away. I'd like to know if he had any information from the authorities. I'm guessing no, but if he had any information that could be a kidnapping, and that's why he made the video. If not, he seems to be diverting the attention to find the kidnapper, go look over here, create the diversion so that you're not looking over here. And he supposedly has an alibi, except there's going to be more to this than meets the eye, because we don't know if Suzanne actually went missing on Mother's Day.
Exactly.
It was reported missing, and the sheriff actually corrected himself in his press conference, which I did mention in a previous video. So we don't know. And speaking of alibi, if he was away in Denver, how would he know what happened to Suzanne, right? How does he know it's a kidnapping? And money will make this all go away? How? So there has been chatter that he's lawyered up, so stay tuned for more of that as I go digging. And on the
It's
day
just
that
crazy.
Suzanne was reported missing,
So-
on Mother's Day, May 10th, there's a few things that have come to light.
So that's pretty much that in a nutshell. And it's important to watch that. I haven't seen that video for a while. In my mind, I thought it was a lot more, aggressive, but it wasn't. Sometimes I laugh at my own video. I don't know why. Like, what video was it last week when I put the one with Lori? What was I saying? Like, survey says, and I added the ding in there, and I just started laughing. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, Suzanne. Oh, Susanna. Oh, so anyway, that was the video. I don't know why people got so mad, but go to that video and look at the comments below, and you'd be like, what? What is going on here? So mean. So I can't even help it. Yeah. So Andrew says, really weird that he made that video alone. He's shaking his head no so bad. I think he's guilty looking at this video. So the thing is, in my opinion, he has to be in control. So that video for him is all about how he normally is. He has to be in control. No reporters, because that's a wild card. And so he can control how the video is by him recording it. How many takes? We don't know how many he did. But he wouldn't talk to media other than Tyson. He still won't talk to media. He won't talk to Profiling Evil. He won't talk to Tyson. He won't talk to Lauren. And there's a reason. So this is kind of like the version, in my opinion, to how Letitia did her back turned. But Barry learned from those. Barry learned from Christopher Watts, potentially. He learned potentially from Letitia. So this was him controlling it. And so my question is, why? Why are you controlling it if there's nothing to hide? Is it just because you're afraid? Barry doesn't look like he's afraid of too many people. So why would he be afraid of the media? Right? Fun times on It's a Crime Live. Donna says, I love the one who asked if your hysterical self had nothing better to do all day long. I read that one, but didn't I answer back to him like hysterical and then said something back? Yeah, it's funny. I remember that a little bit. The best comment I got so far, well, recently, is that I look like a man. Okay, then. I've never heard in my well over 30 years that I look like a man. Diane says, what happened to the nephew? Interestingly, the nephew did we hear that? Non-muffler guy. The nephew stopped talking the day that that video came out. There was no more updates on the Facebook page. Now, I haven't checked today of what happened in the last month or whatever, but that was the last time. Let's watch a Tisha video with you. Oh, no, that was a motorcycle. Jamie says, I love hearing your commentary on your own video. Maybe I should do the Chris Watts one, but like commentary on the cringe factor. Like, oh, dear Linda, why'd you do it that way? You look so far from a man. Jessica says, you're a very pretty man. I was like, a man. I've heard a lot of things. They make comments about my nose and they make comments about my looks. And they make comments about all kinds of things. But being a man, one thing I'm not. I know I don't look like a man. So I think that's the funniest one. Muffler guy. Do you know the muffler man? Ah, I need to make something. Wait, I gotta write that down. Do you guys like that I'm starting to put little clips at the end of outtakes? Sometimes I laugh at myself and some of the things that I say, and then I'm like, no, I better not put that in there. Maybe I should start doing that. Oh, good. You love the outtake. No, do I know the muffler man? No, but I think I saw his vehicle because I haven't matched the vehicle yet, but I think the other day I saw it. I think. You could do some funny compilation videos with just your comments alone. It's true. That'd be fun. That'd be kind of fun. I don't know sometimes. I know sometimes it's just like, what is she even talking about? But I'll start adding some more blooper reels because sometimes I go on a tangent and I'll start like, talking about Lori and Letitia, and sometimes I don't put it in. And then maybe I should. Maybe I just put it at the end and do like, outtakes or unseen footage or something. I don't know. Can we get a 25-second emoji? I don't know what that would look like. But blinking. I got it. We're going to do a blinking emoji with the number 25 on it. I don't know. You guys are great. So that's the berry. Wow, we talked quite a bit on there. Letitia Stoke goes back in September. From my understanding, September 8th, she goes back to court. D. Nisa says, I would love to see you write a book on this case. On Barry or Letitia? Oh, the JJ and Tylee case. Maybe one day I would. And you know what's crazy about this? How many videos I've done, and I haven't even scratched the surface. And so some people say, why are you still doing it? It's still important. They still haven't been charged with murder. And from my understanding, there's quite a high possibility now that I'm understanding that there may be important people watching my videos. Not that everybody's important, but I mean important people in the case that might be watching. So if I can help, why wouldn't I help? Why wouldn't I keep doing it? And expose their secrets and their lies and what I'm finding. And same with the other YouTubers too. They're doing a great job of digging. And that's the thing. If they could put it all together and save them, I mean, I pour in thousands of hours. Well, I should say hundreds. I think it's been thousands now. I think it's like 2,000 hours or something on my videos. Maybe not just the Lori Daybell case, but a lot of that. So, you know, Shelby says, why was JJ in school on July 11th if it was summertime then? I'm not sure. I know he started grade 2 in August. I don't know if it's an all-year school. I have to check. Yeah, I won't stop. I won't stop on the Daybell case at all. Christina said, I would love your help on a personal tragedy. I want to make a difference somehow, but I don't know how. Think of Sebastian, and that's close to what happened to me and my nephew. That's awful. I'm so sorry that happened. Email me and we could see, just email me and we'll have a chit chat. There might be one that I'm going to bring to the table too. I have to wait for a little bit more information, but there's something that I might be bringing to the table. Yeah, year round it might be, or camps maybe, or, you know. Yeah, you know what, Mangley, I am too. I'm disappointed that Lori didn't have that either. Yes, July 11th was the day that Charles was murdered. I think they were asking because July 11th, he was supposedly dropped off at school. Do I think one will turn on the other? I don't know. You know, I really don't. I don't know. I don't know. Today, Profiling Evil interviewed a later doctor, and she mentioned about the use of malachite powder that Lori and Chad were actually turning into a topical cream and putting it on themselves. That's interesting. Really interesting about the cream. Interesting. If someone ever goes missing that I know, or if I come up missing, I would want you to cover the case for. Thank you, Diane. Okay, Susan says, watch their vid from today before tomorrow night. Okay, I got to remind myself. I got to prepare for that tomorrow night too. Yeah, I think so too. Their defense will be all blame on Alex. I think they might have talked about blaming Alex before their arrest. Well, perfect, right? Because he's gone. But that's where I'm really trying to expose in Charles's and take them back, because I really do believe Chad was either there or he was part of it. And I'm convinced. Christina says, I tell everybody, if I go missing, Li2L. I've had people email me saying, I told my husband if anything ever happens to me that I want you to solve it. Do you think there may be more Chad's victims? Yeah. I'm starting to feel like there's a whole lot more to this. I think we just scratched the surface. I think if he's capable of being part of or doing something like that, I think there could be more. Their arraignment is August 21st and August 27th. I wanted to tell you a thought I had. I think that the letter Lori wrote to the school for JJ, same many similarities to how the letter that Charles wrote to Chad. What do you think? Yes. That's why I believe that Lori wrote that email. And both of them, but especially with Charles. A lot of people said, hey, Linda, remember my first theory about the coded email, that maybe it was just, oh, hello, artsy cat. Welcome. Remember in my coded video, I was talking about the first one I did. I was talking about how it could be either or, that maybe they were trying to convince Tammy that he could go. But the reason why I didn't put it in my second video, my updated video, is because it took them many times to, Chad allegedly had been many times to Arizona. So how many emails would she have had to send to convince him? So that theory doesn't line up as much anymore as what I thought a few months ago before the kids were found. Yay, artsy cat, that's awesome. Thank you, Scott. I really, really feel like now that I'm seeing things like that, especially this email, you can't convince me otherwise now. I really truly believe they had everything in there. They had the bat, the insurance, who the audience was, and they would believe their story. It was so many things that lined up with that date. I can't be convinced otherwise. So, I really, yeah. The other thing is that I'm decoding right now is Julie Rowe's voicemail. And I think there's some similarities there too. Good night, Marcia. stretching on this. On my creaky chair. Yeah, so you guys are with me on it. So this just really, really bothers me, and there's more. Yeah, I am still covering this voicemail, but there's a few things. You want to know something really cool? I'm a proud mama because my oldest son is 17 and he has the mind like me, only better. And so we sat down and I showed him the coded voicemail, and there's a part where he got like amazing. I was stumped on it and he was just rattling it off like it was nothing. I'm like, oh my gosh, look at you, gonna be a little detective. He's amazing. His mind is perfect for it. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my gosh, you think like I do, only amazing. So it was so cool. It was so cool, and he's interested. He's actually interested in it. So I say to him, hey, come here and just check this out. I need you to look at it. The other thing is, I mentioned earlier, if you guys aren't caught up on your Unsolved Mysteries, watch Unsolved Mysteries, watch the Ray Rivera one, because I'm coming out with it, and I need your guys' input on that as well. How does a 27-year-old have a 17? First off, thank you. I am far from 27. But yeah, I mean, I had him when I was 10. Mr. Linda is never going to have a moment's rest now. Okay, so Cherish says she doesn't believe it. I totally do not believe that Lori wrote those letters. She has to have somebody writing for them. She's not that smart. Okay, maybe. Maybe she wrote them. Maybe somebody helped her for the code, right? Could be. Maybe that's her first crack at the code. She is smart, though. Yeah, she's manipulative and smart. Differently, though, right? Now, the email, the email, how was I going to say? Hang on, guys. The voicemail is strongly coded. Lori's isn't. Yes, criminally smart. Oops. Criminally smart. The portal potty, her voice makes me want to put my head in here. Sorry, neighbors. Sorry. I think there's just way more to it. Now, you guys, when I put out the coded email, 2 days, was it 2 days? I think it was only 2 days later. There was that announcement. Now, it could be a coincidence, but there was an announcement finally, after how long, that they had 4 search warrants on Lori's data. 4. So perhaps maybe somebody was watching, maybe. And maybe it's not a lot, but maybe it's like this much of them to go, what if? Let's just check. So I was pretty pleased. I was pretty pleased that they're getting search warrants for Lori's data and they're going back. Jessica, sorry, that would be a great emoji and t-shirt. Sorry, neighbor. So that's important. So I keep going. I keep going because maybe they're swamped in one area. Maybe I'm showing a different area, right? I don't know. Okay, I don't know this, Mangley. Explain. Can you tell me what there is between Chad and April Tinsley? I don't know. Can you explain a little? Please elaborate. Yeah, I'm working on the holy bucket emoji, actually. I was working on that today. Well, this morning before I started my other stuff. Let me write it down. Oh, you're so sweet, Diane. Thank you. Oh, you must be thinking of Kipling Davis. Summer says, did anyone else lose their stuff when Edens read his ruling? I bawled like a baby. I was bawling off and on through the whole thing. There's another? I thought this was Kipling Davis with Chad. April is the little girl that ended up missing that Chad was a person of interest. Are you really? This is even worse. Jill, this is interesting. I think Lori plays Valley Girl Airhead with the little girl voice, but I think she's smarter than that. She is, because I'll tell you why. She plays the Valley Girl Airhead voice with men, but not with women. Okay, you guys are okay. April, I got to see this because I'm missing out here. Is it? I'm confused. An Indiana man. I'm so confused, you guys. Yeah, April Tinsley says killer was caught 2 years ago in 2018. Yeah, exactly, because a woman knows. Exactly. She talks to the authority, any male. I don't know. I don't know. I'm a good person. I'm a good person. And then when she talks to a woman, yeah, Mel. Yeah, Artsy Cat, I've seen that. His stand-up comedy. I don't know if that was a joke or not for him, but there's a lot of people. Actually, I got an email a long time ago from a guy, and he was saying he knows that Alex wasn't straight. He married Zulema in an 8-minute or 10-minute business-like wedding. Okay, Kipling Davis, yeah. Exactly. Yes, both are evil. I told you guys a story before. Some may have not heard of it before, but a girl in high school and junior high, actually junior high. I don't know what you guys call it. You guys don't call it junior high. What do you call it? I can't remember. Anyways, she used to be like that. And around men, her voice went like really high, like she'd be like, and really soft. Oh, hi, Robbie. Hi, Robbie. And like breathy. Hi, Robbie. And you're looking at her like, what just happened? 2 seconds later, she's talking like this with us. And the next minute's like, hi, Robbie. Hi. Middle school, that's it. And she used to play with her hair at my desk. So her hair was long, blonde, and she would curl it in spirals. And she wore that. Do you guys have Body Shop? It's called the Body Shop place. And it has like, I don't know even if that's even around anymore, but that peach perfume. So we would smell peach perfume literally like from across the hall in school, and you knew she was coming. So she would go like this with her hair and like put her hands through her hair while my desk was behind her. So like I'm picking off hair all over and hi, she's like really breathy. And men fell for this girl. They fell for her. And then she would just always like do like always like this and then all over my table, and I would be like picking her hair off. So this is what it reminds me of. It's the same kind of voice, just with the guys, and with the girls it's something different. And it's just a manipulation kind of, yes, it's just crazy. So, and the peach perfume, honestly, I still to this day, like, you can smell her from across the way. You knew she was coming, and men loved it. I just always used to scratch my head about that. It's like, I don't get it. Yeah, no, I didn't go to school with Lori, but could have been close, right? Maybe she did the same thing. Maybe it would have been the same thing. Yeah, it's a flirty voice. It's gross. It's gross. Like there's flirting and then there's totally fake. And I just noticed that with the body, not the body cam, but remember we heard in court that the officers came to Lori's apartment. I guess it would be body cam, but we could only hear it. And you can hear her flirt away. Yeah, like the helpless female. Oh, they even have cotton candy and bubblegum scent. Yeah. Lisa says, I'm sure she will have to work her voice on the cellmates. Yeah. So that's my thing on Lori. There's all kinds of manipulations, and she does that with men, but not with women. She does it differently with women. With women, it's more about, oh, honey, I love you. I love you. I've always loved you. I love you so much. And she just sprinkles it. She probably does that with her kids too. Or with Colby. I would say she probably does that. But with the women, it's, I love you. I've always loved you. Manipulate, manipulate, lie, manipulate. Yeah, I agree. What can I do for you? Pray? Can I pray? Honey, where you're going, you're going to need a lot more than prayer. Christina likes the blink. Yeah, totally manipulation. Those are pretty much the two. Is Charles, we still have to get to the bottom of. Now, tell me something. What do if you guys seen my series on Charles Vallow, what do you want me to tackle next in Charles Vallow's thing? I tackled the murder scene. I tackled the coded email. I tackled the statements. What do I need to tackle next? What's next? I had a snapping crayon emoji. I don't know what happened. Let me see. Yeah, where she's going, 25-second men like her. Yeah, like Barry. Have you heard where Arizona PD is with Charles' murder investigation? Yes, they're actually have a search warrant for Lori's data. And it looks like she may be charged with conspiracy to commit murder. Chera says, I like where she's saying, I'm sorry, Melanie, but you're being adversarial. Weirdest thing was when she says, in some dark capacity, in some dark capacity. That's so weird that the red crayon is gone. I'm going to double check that. I wonder if he deleted it for some reason. Because I did upload it. Okay. Charles's relationship with Tylee. Yes, I will deep dive on Tammy once we start getting the results for her autopsy. Gun casing numbers, GSR testing not done, police cleaning up the blood. Yeah, finally I got the page 2. I forgot about that. I did get page 2. Someone sent me that. Of the large bloods. Yeah. Okay. That's a good one. Gun casing numbers. We don't know that. And weird, right? Like, why are you finding blood in the sink and you're not swabbing it, but you take a picture? Really odd to me. Don't like it. Melody, I see your chat, unless it's not showing for you. I want to know why the cops did what they did and acted the way they did. She knew someone. Yeah, it's so weird. I wonder if we could talk to the Profiling Evil about that tomorrow night. But they're saying, like there's going to be stuff coming. But there is a couple strange things that I found on the camera that's really weird. The text in the divorce papers and insurance. Deep dive into Lori and Mel call. I did do one. Let me get it for you. I did do on their phone call, and I tore it apart. I think I tore it apart. Here, I'll give you guys the phone call one if you haven't seen it. Shareable link right here. Next on Charles, where did it go after the police were there? Did they ask for his wallet and keys when Lori brought the car back? Good question. That's a very good question. I was going to do a video on their demeanors. Was Chad there? Yeah, that is a good question. That's what I'd like to prove. That coded email tells me that he quite possibly would have been there between that 28th and 11th. And he may have been there. The cop, Cindy, his name was Jason Mao. They did look at Alex's head. It's just like a little boo-boo. He didn't want anything. They're like, oh, you need somebody to look at that? Nah. They called it a laceration, though. Karen says, you were into the placement of Charles' body. P had the topic tonight as well. Interesting. Yeah, it looks weird to me, but I'm not an expert on it, so that'd be interesting from Profiling Evil. No update that I know of. Actually, Melanie Pulowski has to have a, what do you call it? Mental, oh my gosh. It's getting late. It must be getting late. A mental evaluation in that case for her family case. Yeah, Jason Mao. Mental evaluation, that's it. That's what I want to do. I want to do a few things. I think that might be an interesting video. Not just her demeanor, but overall. I have a couple ideas. Oh, look at this. Mental evaluation, but she didn't show up. There's a contempt order. Yeah, CJ says, yeah, I wonder what a bat to the head would really look like. Not a little boo-boo. And not a little boo-boo from Charles. I want to know about bin members and did any of the neighbors hear gunshots and what time the neighbors heard gunshots. I want to know if Chad's neighbors heard him shoot a raccoon. Yeah, these are loaded questions. I totally want to know too, because it's so weird. And remember in the body cam, the neighbor starts walking and the police officer goes, who are you? Who are you? Oh, I'm a neighbor. Nope, nope, just go back. Thank you, sir. And that was it. That's okay. Are there any neighbors of Lori's that heard 4 gunshots, and what time did they hear them the day Charles was killed? It's a good question. I want to know if they heard 4 shots or what happened. Maybe silencer, exactly. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, she thought, you know what I like in it too? I keep picturing her when she's had her story neighbors comment. I keep picturing that smile and I compare it in my head to like an Olympic gold medalist when they first win the medal. It looks like the same. She's so happy that she's going to be getting $1 million. That's hilarious. I've had bigger cuts from shaving my legs versus what Alex had. So with the live tonight with Profiling Evil, I would need to set my alarm for 4 a.m. in Australia. Okay, so it's going to be at 7:30 tomorrow. So what time is it there, Scott? Because it's 9 o'clock here right now. Do I think that they can still bring murder charges for the kids? Yes, but I think it's we're on borrowed time at this point. I think they have to do it right away. But I don't know. I don't know. Okay, it's 1:05 p.m. So no, so Scott, you would be 11:30 p.m., I think. Because it's 9:05 p.m. right now. Oh no, so yeah, because you're forward, right? You're forward and some. Where is that? It's 9 p.m. here. It's 1:05 p.m. So you're in the afternoon. So you would be 7:30. You would be 11:30. Why can't I figure that out? Yeah, you're on Friday. Hang on. Okay, let's convert this. I'll tell you. At Mount time at 7:30, you would be 11:30 in the morning. Yeah. Yeah, 11:30. These guys are going to get their just desserts. I'm telling you. And I'm not stopping until I can just expose the truth and they get charged because, I mean, come on. Yeah, so it's coming for them, you guys. It's coming. And I'm so pleased. I was so pleased to see that they're searching for data for Lori. And now I want to see once they get that, but they said it could be up to 6 months. But once they get that, I want to see Chad in the mix because I think it's going to be there. There you go. So they can get it anytime. It's coming. It's coming. Hopefully I can pump out a whole lot more so they can just figure it out. Well, I mean, they're going to figure it out, but I'm just hoping I can help in some way. That would be good. Okay, so what else do you guys want to talk about here? Soon I will have to go because I have to finish up this video so that I can film early morning, and then we'll see about Gannon Stoke, and then I got to get ready for Profiling Evil tomorrow night. Are we going to have an It's a Crime pool party when they get convicted on murder charges? It's only fair. Lum is getting over 800 emails tomorrow. Gannon has his memorial tomorrow online. Why aren't you a CSI? Apparently I am. I don't know. I just hope I can help. So far in UK, it will be 2:30 a.m. Yeah, just have a little nap, then you'll be good to go. I'm so excited. I got a post in the regular community tab for profiling evil to come on. I'm so excited. Can I handle the memorial? Probably not. So it probably would be streamlining online without showing me, because I'm gonna be a wreck. Whew, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I could do that. Because I'm definitely gonna watch it. But I'm not gonna be live, that way. Let's just make sure. Hang on, guys. Okay. Yeah, see, I don't think I could be chat and watching. Let me find that out for you. I have that right here. Gannon. Where are you, little buddy? Here we go. Okay, so here is Restoration Church. That's it. Here is the Facebook link. And then here is the here. Here you go. Restoration link. And they have like a little countdown. I will be a large hot mess, and I'm probably going to be blubbering like a baby, rightly so. So I'm not gonna. I wouldn't be doing it like a live stream. So maybe I shouldn't do it and just watch it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Yeah. So it seems so long, doesn't it? They've had to wait. They just got Gannon back not long. The what's her name? Landon just got him back not long ago. Yeah, I can't watch it. I for sure can't watch it while like I'm live streaming that way. So maybe I would stream it and then, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I would do that. Yeah, ugly cry. That's exactly what's going to happen. So if I stream it, it wouldn't be with me on. Yeah, so maybe, Yeah, Christina, I'll look for your email. It might just take me a day or so. Tomorrow's so crazy, but yeah, I will look. I'm gonna write it down too to remind myself. So I'll make sure that I can stream it. So just want to say that if I can stream it and I decide that I will, then maybe I'll do that. And maybe what I'll do is stream it for 5 minutes before or something. Just give the heads up like, hey, I'm going to stream this. I'm not going to be on. We're all going to be ugly crying and can't handle it. So we'll just have it if I'm allowed to do so. It looks like with the church, I might be able to, and it shouldn't be a problem. I just don't want to get in trouble. Oh, and oh my gosh, I haven't even told you guys. I talked to YouTube and they're going to let me know about my award, my Google Play button. So I'm just waiting to find out what the scoop is on that. I totally need an assistant. I have one person who's now finding me links just daily to help, but I need a lot of help. Oh no. Court TV today did a recap on Tammy's timeline pending autopsy, and they alluded to the fact that so far toxicology cannot find anything suspicious. Well, probably because Chad matches what happened to her with his description, in my opinion. Yeah, so I don't know yet though. I have to wait for this email and then we go through the process of the Google Play button, but I think it's going to take a little bit of time. Oh yeah, Cherish, I understand why you wouldn't want to. I don't understand in that personal of a level. I can't even imagine, but definitely I can understand what you're saying. So, we'll see. I'll think about it tonight, what I need to do. Toxicology won't get some things after so long because out of the system, so they waited too long. Yeah, because it was 2 months before she was exhumed. They did talk about how difficult it could be. Chad gets away with Tammy will not make me happy, that's for sure. But there's still other things. We still got to see what he boasted about that day. I want to know his data. Maybe there's something. There's still something, maybe. Okay, Melissa, I have that written down too. Yeah, foaming at the mouth in both her and Alex is something. I think so too. All right, you guys, my butt's getting numb. And I still have a couple hours left of work for Barry Morphew. And then hopefully I can wake up early. And then it's going to be a busy day tomorrow. It's going to be a long day, but it's going to be an important day in so many aspects. Yeah, digital evidence will be huge. I think so too. Yeah, there's so much data. Well, I think maybe if they can get the search warrants on Charles, maybe they find out something. It's kind of like two steps forward, 2 steps back kind of thing, or 3 steps back, because it's like, okay, now we know this, let's go back to Charles. Now we're getting this, let's go forward. So I think it'll be like a ping pong a little bit, I feel like. So, yeah, so we'll just watch for that video and yeah. You guys are so awesome. I'm so thankful for you guys. I'm so glad you guys are hanging out with me tonight. So, all right, I'm going to get going. My butt's numb. I need a new chair. And the memorial service is at 10 a.m. until noon. So it's going to be 2 hours. I have to make the decision of what I'm going to do for tomorrow. I'm just going to stream it. Maybe we talk about it later. I don't know yet. And I'm thank you all for hanging out with me tonight. And we'll do this again real soon. And then we'll see you. Hopefully we can see you guys tomorrow night on when Profiling Evil comes on, because it's going to be a really, really great time. And I hope you guys all can make it. And for those of you in a different time zone, maybe have a nap. So, and then we'll see you then. So thank you so much again, you guys. I had a great night with you guys as always, and we will see you later. Bye.